what I'm working on with panel play. We're going to do this Fabric Cafe Panel Perfect 3-yard quilt. And Lynn at Soft Squares has a competition going on, a drawing, so that if you do a panel quilt using this Fabric Cafe book, which is available in her shop and multiple other places, and it's put out by Donna Robertson and Fran Morgan. You recognize those two people. They've been putting out 3-yard quilt books for years. But now this one is now 3 yards panel perfect. Everybody has a stack of panels in the back that you don't know what to do with. They start out, you think they're beautiful and you have to have them, and then there's no pattern. You know, for instance, even with this particular book, the panel that I'm going to show you is not the dimensions that it lists here for this pattern. So I'm going to have to come up with something to make it work. But I still want to do the premise of it. You know, in fact, I think what I'm going to do is this one here. See that one? I'm going to make my panel of autumn panel, and then stars at top and bottom, perhaps on the sides too. And I'm thinking about using the block from the Civil War book on, it's called Twin Sisters. Because, you know, and sort of, it's a big pinwheel block. It was pretty simple. And it was nice. It's distinctive because, you know, I have twins. So let me show you the panels that go with that. This is a bundle of fabrics that I bought last year. Really beautiful stuff. These are some extras over here. Let's see. This one is, here it's a fall panel. And it has the nice border at the top, which we could cut off or use either which way. Then it has the little pickup, and I love the pickup, you know, because I got the pickup behind me here, my collage. And then I've got, then we've got the vegetables and pumpkins and flowers and just lovely colors. I like the blue in it, and I like the red truck. So I'm going to use that panel. And then it came with a bundle of matching fabrics. So we have plenty of fabrics to use with the, to make any kind of star that I come up with. And I'm not going to use it all because there's 6 more panels, small ones. Now, is that ever cute? Look at that. And then here's the honeycomb. Here's the honey boxes. Beehives, that's what they are. Then it has a bright orange. Some little black and gray honeybees. And now this plaid, I like this plaid. It's sort of a subdued plaid. And then some vines. Isn't that lovely? And I don't know what this one's in here for. It looks like a bunch of hay bales. Not my favorite, but you know. And then there are these other ones that could be made into a throw. There's just 6 of them though. Barrels and bees and home sweet home and beehives and bees again. Can you see them okay? Yeah, I think you can see them. So there's actually 2 projects there that I think that I'm going to try to churn out this fall. I think I don't know when I bought them. I might have bought them after, I don't know, maybe last November-ish. And so we have these 2 beautiful panels, or 2, we have the big panel and 6 small ones. And then this fat quarter bundle. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to come up with something using the Panel Perfect 3-yard quilt idea, Although I don't have 3 yards and I don't have a panel that fits it, we can use some of their blocks. And I can use the fat quarter bundle that I've got here, you know. There's lots of fabric there. We could make a whole bunch of stuff. And then another panel that I'm thinking about using, well, this fabric is another one that goes with this, I think. No, it was a different bundle. But this sure does go with it. Look at that. Now this one's too red. I put that in the pile last year. And it has a green pumpkin or gourd. Then here's a little piece with a bird on it. I might fussy cut that into something somewhere. So those are my panels that I've got. And this one is a, I don't know if when I'm gonna make it or what I'm gonna make with it, but isn't that pretty? And I don't know where to tell you to go to get one like it. It's Robert Kaufman Studio RK. Leonardo da Vinci, The Last Supper. So, you know, if you do this, you can't hardly quilt through the faces of the people. So I just don't know quite what to do on how to quilt it or make it other than, well, I don't know. If you have any ideas, please let me know. So that's all for my Panel Perfect, my 3-yard quilt, and my Designer Mystery. Those are projects coming. And I haven't even started the bison yet. And, well, we'll just have to get all these things done. You know, we just wound up Christmas figs. That was a big project. That took months and months. Civil War, I'm churning those out 3 and 4 and 5 a month now. So we ought to see the end of that by December. I'm pretty excited. We're making progress. And I think I've got, Lynn Lockard is working on my tombstone from the cotton cuts. Finally getting that one done. And then she has a lineup. She has Christmas figs in her lineup to get done before Christmas. But it's not for probably a month yet before she'll be able to tackle it. So that girl is busy. Alrighty then, that's all for tonight. Hope you're having a wonderful day and a restful evening and get ready for a big day tomorrow. And all right, God bless, take care, bye-bye.